Sarah and I play Magic way too much. Okay, Node 3, Battle 2. We are trying to energize 10 or more gems, and we're trying to win it in 8 or more rounds. The 8 or more shouldn't be too tough. I think they have like 400 life. They have 3 or 4 supports actually. And when this oh, is that the first one? I think this is the first one. I think it's a screenshot from a different thing. Pardon me. When a non-token support you control enters the board, energize 2, overload 3, you gain 1 swap. Very dangerous. When you cast a spell, support, or creature, energize 2, overload 1, your opponent takes 5 damage. Very dangerous. Overload 3, fetch the first creature in your opponent's library and put it at the top of your library and then place it on the battlefield. Very dangerous. Here we have when this creature enters the battlefield, energize 2. Overload 1, you gain 3 mana. They have lots of energized gems. Notice this. When this creature deals combat damage, energize 2. Overload 1, energize 2. Lots of overload or energized. When this creature enters the battlefield, fabricate 4. It's a tough one. When this creature enters the battlefield, energize X, where X is the amount of creatures you control. These are all creatures. There's no spells in this deck, by the way, none. When this creature enters the battlefield, energize 10. When a creature you control enters the battlefield, energize 1, overload 1. This creature gets 1/1. And then the first non-disabled creature of mine gets disabled. I think I only took pictures of 9. You get the idea, though. Okay, so we are going to attempt to beat this with Rahi. Or not Rahi, with Arlen. I chose red because I have to have kill support cards, and there's I think it's called Demolish. Kill the support for 3. I also have 3 kill creatures in here, and if they're going to give me all the energized gems, I'm going to take advantage of them right there. So let's start getting cards out, and let's do it in that order, and let's see what happens. They start with 452 life, and fetch the first creature in your opponent's library and place it on the battlefield. And look at that mana down below. Ouch. So let's see what we can do. We're trying to match. Who cares what they do? I mean, they're getting +4 for all of them, so there's no defense here. So I'm trying to do red and green, and let's start there. Okay, so good. And actually, I don't even want to cast that until there's some gems out there. Some energized gems, to be more specific. And this is going to be key right here, Demolish. I am going to cast this now, and I'm going to hang on to Harnessed Lightning. I would do this green match, but it's going to give them a match 5. So I'm not, and I'm just going to do that up top. One strategy in this would be to have a lot of gain life. I didn't do that. Maybe that would be better. I don't know. But this is a big deal for me to get Harness the Storm out. I don't want to cast it, though, because I have no spells I'm going to cast this turn. And I think that'll give me 3 extra if I use that energized one. So let's do that. I only have 1 creature in this deck. This is tough right here, this Fabricate 4, because that stays out there, obviously. So anything they cast, even after I kill them, is greatly increased. This is really a tough deck. And so now I gotta, oh geez. Oh geez. So we see what is happening here. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Okay, so first things first, I have, what do I have? This is my only support out there. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast that. Hopefully that works. They have lots of things out there. So I'm going to kill those in that order and go from there. Also, I am going to fetch, oh, shit. Don't do that, guys. Okay, I had a full hand. See, I panicked, see? And that's what I get when I panic. All I can say is shit. Let's do this. So, this isn't too bad because I'm going to get hopefully some landfall here. And so let's kill their biggest guy out here. And that's, I don't think this does, oh, it makes it, I don't have any, I am gonna, going back and forth. Let's do that one. I don't even know if it'll kill it. And it doesn't, so it doesn't make any difference. And, okay. So, good, and that might make it so I kill more. And let's do it in that order. Let's see what the best match is here. I think that gives me an extra 3 over the red. It does. Okay, we'll kill that. I can't believe I used the ability with no room in my deck. Okay, so they have 2. Let's do that and that. And these are getting annoying, even though they are needed. And I don't see any red or green matches. That does get me 3 extra if I do that match there. So let's do that one. I still can't believe I did that. Crap. That means my Harness the Storm died. And that is bad news right there for me. All his creatures are coming out. I lost my Harness the Storm. And worst of all, steal my creature. And 20 damage to me next turn. And next turn he's going to steal my creature again. So, what do I have here? He has not many energized out there, so I need this and this. I also need Demolish, and I'm going to get rid of Smash. So red and green. Talking to myself, guys. I'm sure you guys talk to yourself too a little bit in this game. Let's see what happens. I know that he's going to take that next turn, so I'm just going to do that, use it. Gets rid of the energized gems. Okay, I'm in real trouble here. First things first, I have room for it. See, this would have made all the difference here. He has 1, so that actually, I have to get 9. So, is there any way to get 9? I can pray. That's how I get 9. Ooh! Target creature dies. Target creature dies. Hopefully get about 6 mana here. Okay. So, here we go. I don't see red. I see a way to get 6. I'm trying to look at the landfall there to see if I can match those 2 black, but it doesn't look like it's possible. So, actually, no, that works because I get that and the blue and maybe a little bonus. Okay, no bonus. Perfect. That's actually what my hope was with this deck overall. And now, if I could, I'm actually going to harness out first before Tomio, only because I already have them. And I have so many cards here. So that's, oh, good. I got that match 5. That's fantastic. Okay. That's exactly what I actually have this deck for, is now I can use this first ability over and over again. That worked out really well. There's another match 5. I swear that little luck is on my side here. Well, easy to say when I've done no damage to him. And I should not have cast that because I'm not going to cast any spells this turn. So that was a mistake. And okay, so if I cast no cards, transforms, and he dies. So I cast no cards, and there we go. So I am matching red and green. I'm going to damage that a little bit, but that's okay. Good. And I need to cast 2 cards. Actually, what I need to do is transform that guy. And then cast no cards again. Have I met my... I have not. I just need 1 more, though. So, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm still going to cast no cards and match some green there. Good. Tomio's journal has 3. I'm going to do the same thing I've done last time. Oh good, this will give me match 5. That is something I do not want to cast. And let's do that. If they don't cast a creature here, good. Okay. So they didn't cast anything, so I'm not worried about what I play. So I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to summon this werewolf. Summon that 8/8 right there. And then none of those can be played anyway. Looks like one of my teammates is frustrated. Okay, they don't have any. It's kind of dangerous not to save one of those, but I didn't. And I need to transform him so that I don't cast anything. And if I get down, or when I get down to about 100 life, I am going to make sure I get all my energized gems, but I don't think getting those is going to be the biggest problem. Actually, I am going to release some of these things. I'm going to start. No, I'm going to go against what I just said. I am thinking about it, and I am a little anxious about getting all the requirements and things like that, and I'm in okay shape here. And that's gonna perfect. So now I always double check this because I've made this mistake. Energize 10 when more than. So now I just need to win. Okay? So let's just win. Speaking of that, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. And if I cast nothing, that first one's gonna die. So let's cast nothing and just take. My first guy's gonna get hit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna transform him to kill their first guy. And then I'm still gonna take. I'm not gonna take any damage here. So let's do that. And kill their guy. So I need to. Okay, that guy can't do it. So I'm gonna do this, because my guy with Berserker is going to kill him first. And here, how many does my Glade have? There's 3. Glade has 3. That's pretty good. And Harness was that 5? Wow. So I'm actually going to get rid of Harness the Storm because I don't need 5. And I don't need... I'm going to leave that alone because I'm only going to draw 2. Again, nice talking to myself. No, I guess I'm talking to you guys, but this is what I do either way. I'm not going to kill him with the spell. I only have one kill creature with this. Only have one kill creature spell in my hand. I don't know what they're going to cast. Now I have 2 kill creatures. The total of my 2 attack points is 68, so it's going to go 2 turns at least. Let's move that up. And looks like one of my first bad draws, actually, without really good potential here, which has really saved me. I like all my cards, so I'm not going to do too much here. I do have 5 of those charges left, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm not going to cast anything. And that does get me in a better spot, even though my 16/6 here is going to die. Just transform him. And I guess that was silly. That didn't make any sense. But who needs to make sense? Try so hard to play perfect, right? And it just kind of, you get what you get. So I made some mistakes in this game. I got very lucky that they didn't bite me in the ass. I got all the points available, and feels good. I did have 2 cards that got me energized gems. There was the one that killed them, that got me 3, and my support that got me 1. So those were the ways I was going to do it. I wanted to make sure I had 2 cards. I knew I didn't need 3 or 4. And let's look at the deck I used. So obviously that was Arlen. And Inner Struggle, Ulrich was my key guy. You see I tried to have Anchor Hub, or whatever that's called. Aether, Aether. I can't pronounce anything. There's my deck, guys. Good luck. Thanks for watching the whole thing.